These 3 Universal rides can absolutely ruin your day. And honestly, it's probably not for the reason you think. We're not talking about breakdowns, long queues and bad rides. We're talking about rides that can leave you feeling rough, exhausted, motion sick, or questioning every single decision you've made up to this point. And number 2 catches most people out. Hi, and welcome to D&D Travel, where we talk about all things Orlando, Universal, Disney, and family travel. Now, before anybody heads straight to the comments, these are not bad rides. In fact, all 3 of them, we've ridden ourselves. We've genuinely enjoyed some of them, and I'll explain why in a minute. The problem is timing, heat, exhaustion, and underestimating what Florida can do to your body. If you've ever been to Orlando in the middle of summer, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, coming in at number 1 is Simpsons Ride. Now, this ride doesn't particularly look intimidating from the outside. It's indoors, it's fun, it's based on a cartoon. Most people think it's nice and easy attraction. Then 5 minutes later, you're wondering why the ground feels like it's moving. The Simpsons Ride is one of the biggest motion sickness offenders at Universal. The combination of giant screens, rapid movements, and a simulation effects can really catch people out. And if you've already spent hours walking around in the Florida heat, it can hit really hard. We've genuinely seen people come off this ride and look like they need to sit down and a bottle of water and possibly a life coach. If simulator rides normally affect you, approach this one with caution. I can absolutely tell you now that me and Paul have both ridden this and I will never ride this again. It is one hell of a ride that catches you in a really bad situation afterwards. I'm pretty sure at one point I nearly ended up praying to the porcelain gods. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're clearly not at the right age. But that was a ride I will not be doing again. Ever. Anyway. Now, number 2, we've got Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. And honestly, this is the ride that surprises people most. Everyone worries about Velocicoaster, the Hulk, but nobody worries about Forbidden Journey until they're on it. And this attraction throws a lot at you. You're spinning, tilting, flying, twisting, and moving between practical sets and screens. And some guests, it's absolutely incredible, and it is. I don't dispute that. But for others, it's the moment they realise they should have skipped that massive breakfast. The queue through Hogwarts Castle is one of the best in Orlando, but don't let the beauty of the castle fool you. This ride is far more intense than many people expect, especially if you're prone to motion sickness. It's a phenomenal ride. But believe me, you need to breathe before you go on it. Now, finally, number 3 is Velocicoaster. Now, let me be clear. Velocicoaster is one of the best roller coasters in the world. This isn't criticism. This is a warning. Because doing Velocicoaster immediately after lunch in 35-degree Florida heat is an absolute terrible idea. Genuinely a terrible idea. The launches are intense, the airtime is intense, and the inversions are intense. And if you spent all day walking around, not drinking enough water, and then eating theme park food, Velocicoaster will expose every single bad decision you made that day. You'll still love it, but your stomach might file an official complaint afterwards. So don't do it. Now, the important thing is that none of these are bad rides, unless you call The Simpsons, and then that's a different story. In fact, we recommend you're trying all 3 at least once, and that is my warning, once. The real lesson here is that Orlando can be exhausting, the heat is relentless, the walking is endless, and sometimes your body needs a break before your brain realises it. Drink water, take breaks, don't underestimate the Florida weather, and maybe don't ride Velocicoaster straight after demolishing a giant burger. Trust us on this one. Do you agree with our list? What ride would you add? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to follow D&D Travel for honest Orlando tips, reviews and discussions. Till next time, we'll see you in the park, which is about 8 months away. Bye for now.